Hello, welcome to the Deadeye channel, where today we are editing down more Driftforce. It's going to be kind of a shorter stream, admittedly, just because, well, you know, in this case, we're starting a little bit later than we normally would be. I've got limited time on it, whatever. It's not a big deal. Honestly, it's a funny thing. Okay, it's going to be a little bit weird tangent to go on at the very beginning of a stream. All right, I understand. I normally, when I play games, we've talked about this pretty publicly on the channel, I normally don't get sucked into a game too much. There's been a few that I have, Driftforce actually being one of them, that I've played off stream. It's kind of a rare thing on my side, though. A lot of people really love gaming just in general, but I like the mixture of gaming with streaming and some of these different elements all together can be pretty interesting. And so, yeah, it's an unusual thing for me to get really pulled into a game, excuse me. There's a funny thing happened. I don't know. I should probably talk about this particularly when I play the game again. But there's a game called Dungeons Anima that I just took a look at, and weirdly enough, I just feel the strong urge to play that game. It's very strange. Like I don't normally feel that way. And it's a funny thing, especially because when I first took a look at the game, I felt kind of, I honestly, by the end of it, I was like, this game is kind of, it's badly put together. The mechanics don't make sense. It's not like, you know, which feels bad because it's an indie game and whatever. I don't like having those feelings, having those thoughts. But at the end of the game, I was like, yeah, like this thing are just not the way they should work and whatever. And then I sent a thing into the dev just saying, like, here's some suggestions as to, like, do this differently or change this, or, like, here's how it works right now. And I like new ideas, but I don't know that it's going to work in this way and whatever. And they had a pretty reasonable response to it and all. And then I thought about it overnight, and like when I woke up in the morning, well, even right after I streamed, I'm pretty sure I'd like privated the video. But even right after I streamed, I privated it and was like, yeah, this is just not how I want to show off a game. But then in the morning, I was like, you know what? This morning, I want to take another look at the game and try to showcase it in a way that's more, I don't know, more focused on what the game is than maybe on what I want it to be. I guess that's the idea. And so I did another stream through of the game, but after that, I then left more feedback to the devs, and then they gave me a response that seemed like, okay, well, have you looked at this? Have you looked at this? And so I looked at those things, and now I'm just like, my brain is just like, I want to see how they work. I want to see how they work in the game. You know, it's a rare thing. Again, it's a rare thing for me to really get sucked into a game, especially one that I initially have a sort of negative experience with. So yeah, I'm expecting I'll probably will do another video on that game. You know, it's a rare thing. I also don't return to games very often. Tendril and Emperor's Inner being some exceptions. Emperor's Inner partly because the community is so eager for it and everything. I like that positivity. And then Tendril because it's it's the exact type of game that I like, I guess. Even though there's less of a community for it potentially, but people do come around. Anyway. Okay. So we're in Driftforce though. There's your little tangent for the start of the video. Welcome, Starlight. Welcome. Appreciate you coming around. Okay, and so where were we within this? We are at the about 46-minute mark, I think it was where I was headed towards. Although last time we went in all kinds of directions, to be fair. Or I just wanted to add in a picture of Onision, it looks like, is based on this. Okay.
I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But there are always going to be people that do messed up things. Minecraft is just a very... Oh, Roblox. There you go.
Was it here?
Honestly, Onision's like the biggest one, to be fair.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Onision. I don't know if I'll put a picture of Tate as well. It's kind of odd. In this spot, we talk about a couple different major people on the internet who abuse their positions of power or whatever. I don't know. I guess I could get a picture of each of them. It's fine. Yeah. So I do expect I'm going to be returning to that game. It's tough as well because I have like a limited time frame. I've thought about at different points. Right now, what I do is I do 2 hours of, excuse me, 2 hour onion, Onision. 2 hours of whatever games I'm taking a look at, and I kind of like that because it means that I get to really showcase as deep into the game as possible to really get a full look at it. I feel like that's a good. This is the most, was his profile picture for a long time. That's like a really good way to look at a game, is to give it proper time to really show it off. And there's times where I'm like, okay, what if I did like an hour? Like what if I did, because I have 4 hours, let's say I did 4 games in 4 hours, instead of doing 2 games in 4 hours, then I'd be able to put all these different videos and take a look at a lot more games and get some games off my list and so on. But it's kind of, I feel like the audio is kind of loud here. Lower this down a little bit more. Here's fine. I feel like it's kind of, what do I want to say about it? it would be limiting on how well I could show off games. So it's like it's a mix. It's something to consider. Like a thought that I've had before is like, also, what if I had on Monday and on Friday I had 4 games that I showed off, just brief looks into, and then on the other days it would mean on the other days I would feel more freed up to maybe take a look at like game dev stuff, take a look at music production or whatever it is I might be interested in. It's possible. But at the same time, again, I wouldn't want to like end a stream really early, like 1 hour in, and then we don't really get to look at the game properly, and then like it's just not a good. I don't want it to not be a good showcasing of the game. So that's a tough thing. A lot of people do 1 hour showcases, and I could. I don't know. Okay, let's see. You a tomato? I do like tomatoes. Let's see. I'm gonna go for this into Driftforce here. Okay, 2D assets. Onision. There you go. And then Andrew Tate. Throw that in as well. Picture, sure. Okay, and then we throw these into... Okay. Documents, YouTube, 2024. Here we go, Driftforce. 2D assets, and we're going to need... But yeah, it was odd. Like, actually, right before I was going to start this stream, I was, like, internally battling myself. Like, no, we're not playing Dungeons Anima right now. We're going to look at this. It's such a rare thing that it caught me very much off guard that I was actually considering, let's just make a quick thumbnail on it. We'll just make a, but there's not time in the first place, but also... I want to do editing streams once a week. I want to stay consistent on that. But, like, yeah, I did have a back and forth with the creators on it, where early on I had some just raider suggestions, whatever, about, like, obstacles in the game, about character balancing, about whatever. And I took another look at it after they had a pretty good response to that, actually. I took another look at it and gave more kind of in-depth stuff. They asked if I had really, if I had tested all these things out and showed me pictures of, different classes and everything like that to say, like, oh, have you seen this part? Like, that you can change classes. Because I mentioned, or not change classes, but change moves. Because I mentioned that the, but the mage in the game didn't really have a great move set compared to the other characters, but that it was really strong compared to them for other reasons. So character balancing stuff. And then I responded by going into detail on each of the different move sets that I felt were good or bad or whatever. Which they're like, oh, my mistake, but it all went pretty well. Hopefully, giving decent feedback into it. Because I would like to see the game do well. Because now at this point, my brain is like, okay, like, how far could I get into the game? What happens when you get towards the end? Like all these different things that I don't know that the game really has that much. Like it's got a not a massive Discord or anything for it. I don't know if there really is publicity around the game, but I feel like it definitely has potential. And the graphics for the game are so good. It's sort of strange to me, like who made it and with what funding and whatever. Like how did this game get made and why is it that it doesn't really feel like anybody's playing it? If I go into videos here, let's go to YouTube and try it there. YouTube Dungeons Anima, because I feel like Anima we have, what is this? Respond to these people already. Okay. Let's see. Dungeons Anima. Checking out this upcoming relic. Okay, 2.4k views 5 months ago. That's not too bad. But like none of the big players, I guess, have really taken a look. It also doesn't come up. Let's do Dungeons Anima game, maybe. Gameplay. We'll say game. These gameplay channels are always super weird to me, where they have thousands of subscribers and they don't get any views. I guess it's like maybe there's a specific game that they played and then it just popped off, and so that's why, but it always seems odd to me. Dungeons Anima. No, none of these are Dungeons Anima. Okay. So it's not really coming up. Yeah. So maybe like a couple videos in the game. With any real viewership. This is people that made the game. Okay. 500 views. 21,000, but that's not the same game. Okay, so really this one is the biggest one. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. Maybe it'll grow more over time. Anyway. All right. Let's see. So now you are tomato, yes. Let's see. So we threw in our two new. We got Onision and Tate down here. We'll throw in Onision here.
Honestly, Onision's like the biggest one, to be fair.
What was I talking about at this point?
Minecraft does feel a little bit haunted by that, but so does YouTube. Okay, it's not just Minecraft. Not that I don't have any intention of playing Minecraft on my channel anyway, but I would go as far as to defend like think about Onision, right? Like think about.
Okay, we throw here. Yeah, Tate was just an example of another person that. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
We'll put you here. I want to like crop a little bit actually. Taking up too much space on the left and right. Crop right. Crop left. And then we're gonna move you. I wonder if eventually there's gonna time where Onision. I don't know if everyone just knows who Onision is in modern YouTube or not. Wait, whoa. What is happening on the bottom side here? That's odd. But I figure people still know who Onision is at this point, culturally on YouTube in general. But yeah, I guess nothing's really happened with Onision in a while, so maybe it's not as like popular to know about him. There, and then
right, like think about as far as to defend like think about Onision.
This way, where like Tate's still popular. People know who that guy is.
Right, like
they don't know who Onision is, maybe.
Honestly, Onision's like the biggest one, to be fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew. Like think about Onision, right? Like think about.
We could honestly just make this really short.
Like think about Onision.
Just to kind of show up.
Right, like think.
When I say that. And then pull back.
Like think about Onision, right? Like think about.
But because Onision was so major at that time of YouTube, I feel like people still know him.
Like think about Onision, right? Like think about. Honestly, Onision's like the biggest one, to be fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right?
Okay.
Fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But there are always going to be people. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But there are always going to be people. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something.
It's a funny show up.
Like think about Onision, right? Like think about. Honestly, Onision's like.
Duplicate this, move it, paste it, move it.
Think about. Honestly, Onision. Yeah, it's like the biggest one, to be fair. Honestly, like think about Onision, right? Like think about. Honestly, Onision's like the big. Honestly, Onision's like the biggest one, to be fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But biggest one, to be fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But there are always going to be people that do messed up things. Minecraft is just a very Roblox. There you go. Roblox. That's
Roblox. I could pull that up. I don't know. I wonder. Did I talk about Roblox in this video actually? I don't know. Do I? Let's see.
Minecraft is just a very Roblox. There you go. Roblox. It's not all Minecraft. Roblox is there.
No, I don't talk about it. I just name drop it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and honestly, in this context, I'm not even talking about Roblox being messed up. I'm talking about Roblox YouTubers, right? Yeah, I don't think I talk about Roblox here. I know there was a stream where people asked me a lot about why I think Roblox is like morally bankrupt or whatever. The company, obviously, not the people on it necessarily. Okay, leave this over there, and then.
Onision, right? Like think about. Honestly, Onision's like the biggest one, to be fair. I mean, I guess you could look at.
What if I pull you in front of Onision? Actually, that could work. It'd be kind of a funny thing as well. So now we can do crop. Let's do position. Zooming. Position. It can't be that unzoomed. You gotta have your head about as big as his. Position over. Cropping. Left. Okay, cropping bottom.
Andrew Tate or something, right? Fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate.
I kind of want it to slowly build in and then quickly build in. So, copy, paste, oop, copy, paste, copy, lower, paste, okay.
Tate or something. Andrew Tate.
There. Cut this part out and have this be a faster one.
I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But
and then cut this right here. And then delete this side. There we go.
I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But Andrew Tate or something, right? But Andrew Tate.
I kind of want you to maybe if I made them all further to the right. So we do positioning right to here, and then you positioning right to 2005, and you also 2005. Could work. 2005. Okay.
I guess one to be fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But there are always going to be people that do messed up things. Minecraft is just a very Roblox. There you go. Roblox. It's not all Minecraft. Roblox is there too. Yeah.
True. Didn't I could have sworn I already adjusted all the audio in this, didn't I, or no? Control A.
They're all Minecrafters. Oh yeah. Let's see.
Let's do reset and start.
Oh my gosh.
Short max.
My gosh. I hate this part. I don't know if I can beat this part. Ugh. Okay. New record though. New record.
It already is high, I feel like.
Because, and I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
We remember from the past.
Oh, maybe what it is I haven't adjusted back up audio. That's why. Let's make it kind of crazy. Okay. There we go. That should be better. Maybe.
Past.
Yeah, that should be better. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hate
Yep. Okay. Audio should be better on you guys' send.
Think about, right. Honestly, Onision's like the biggest one, to be fair. I mean, I guess you could look at Andrew Tate or something, right? But there are always going to be people that do messed up things. Minecraft is just a very... Oh!
Okay. So we can leave that there. That finishes the Onision thing. Now we need to move back to Roblox. We didn't do Roblox. Okay, gotcha. At 4640 it says... Oh, up
Roblox.
here, okay.
There you go.
I need the most like iconic Roblox image here. Parent safety guide. Okay, yeah. Save image as. This could be good. Roblox.
There are always going to be people that do messed up things. Minecraft is just a very... Oh!
Okay, here. Roblox. Pull this into here.
A very... Oh! Roblox. There you go. Roblox. It's not... There you go.
And then here... we do a zoom.
Roblox.
A zoom on safety would be very good here. Am I being subtle enough? Okay, but okay, zoom on safety.
Roblox. There you go. Roblox. It's not all Minecraft.
There. There.
Roblox. There you go. Roblox. It's not all Minecraft. Roblox is there too. Yeah. They're all Minecrafters. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, where am I? Oh my gosh.
Good. Okay, we got Roblox down. Then it's on to 46 minutes, Technovision reference. 46.
There's so many stories, though. Like, that might be one of the more extreme ones, and certainly one of the ones I'm more passionate. But yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. This is crazy stuff. And it happened here on YouTube, right? This is the history and the mystery.
There I could do history and the mystery. That could work. Yeah, we could do that.
On YouTube, right? This is the history and the mystery.
Okay. So then I just need the history and the mystery.
The history and the mystery of YouTube, right?
I need Technovision, history, and the mystery. Videos, incorrect history of Technovision. Did someone make a Technovision history and the mystery of? Okay. Let's just go to YouTube and do Technovision incorrect history. This guy's so funny. Whatever. YouTube, Technovision. Okay. And then I need history. I'm rhyming with mystery, and so I'm typing mystery. History and incorrect history would work, I think. Incorrect history. Alright. Incorrect history of milk. This should... Which one of these starts with what I want? Shamanism?
Oh, hello. You scared the shit out of me. How did you get into my home? Well, it's no matter. I'm just reading up on the world of shamanism while enjoying a nice warm glass of milk. The history of milk is a funny one, I'll give you that, but the historiography on the real, true history of milk is something that's been a bit lackluster over the years. The historians in charge of that should lose their homes, their jobs, and their children if they have them. Maybe move to a private island. You suck. I've been doing a little bit of research on the history of milk, and what I found I was completely horrified by. I mean, most of the history on milk is either categorically wrong or just missing completely. That's why I think it's time that we get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery of milk.
All right, so I want a clip.
Cheers. And the mystery of...
Here. For the back. Here.
And the mystery of milk.
For the back. Okay.
Cheers. You get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery of milk. Cheers.
History.
You get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery of milk. Cheers.
All right. Good. Copy. Loud. Okay. Copy. And then we're going to put this into you. You will be the thing. Link. Post. I want to then do MP4 is good. Choose metadata. Oh, this should be fine. File name. We're going to call this, history and the mystery. Sponsor blog, MP4. This should all be fine. Is this right? Add. Queued. And then this, would like to remove. No, I'd like to download. Yes. Yes, there it is. Okay, download the history and the mystery. All right, we can watch a little more of this while it downloads. Error.
For the majority of our 150,000-year history, humans have not been able to drink milk. Children can drink milk, but at about 6 or 7 years old, we lose the enzyme lactase, which allows us to break down the sugars in milk called lactose. That's a real fact. I'm not lying to you. If some dumb, stupid Neolithic fool tried to get a glass of the good stuff at 12,000 BC, you'd get barfing. bloating, oh no, diarrhea. Maybe explosive, needs more research. It's generally agreed upon that dairying started about 10,000 years ago, right around the same time that we started domestifying the animals, which is the cows and the sheep and the pigs, and making chihuahuas. If we didn't start domesticating animals 10,000 years ago, we wouldn't have critically acclaimed film Beverly Hills Chihuahua starring Hollywood sweetheart George Lopez, okay? That's a win. Okay, picture this. Basically, one Neolithic shepherd saw a baby cow nursing from his mom. And he said something along the...
Wait, there it is. We have it. History and the mystery. Is it this one?
You get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery.
There we go. All right.
Lines of... I mean, can you blame a man for shooting a shot with the titty of a cow? I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, but... Oh, all right. And for a while, we only made cheese and yogurt and kefir. I don't really know how to describe what kefir is other than it's like Danimals. It's Danimals. But something happened 7,000 macaroons ago, and that was milk is on the freaking menu, baby. We got a gene that allowed us to drink milk, and man, the people who had that gene were surviving way better than anyone else, okay?
Good guy.
You see, milk is a complete food, which means
you're going in my video, sir. Whether you like it or not. Ah, yes. Into my video you go. All right, let's see. History and the mystery. Are you in here? Here. So you gonna go here.
Right? This is the history and the mystery.
Little bit of a...
Right? This is the history and the mystery.
Okay, so I'm gonna want... Nope, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. What? What have you done? Okay, go... Oh, here's fine, actually. Yeah, that's where I want you. Okay.
And it happened here on YouTube, right? This is the history and the mystery of YouTube, right?
And then I want it to go... How do I insert clip into here? Right click. Insert clip to timeline. Interesting.
There's so many stories.
Interesting that you would say this to me. Okay. So if I delete this and then I come back to here and I do it again, will it open up space? Insert clip into timeline. Yes, it does. Okay, good. X. Okay.
And it happened here on YouTube, right? This is the history and the mystery of YouTube, right?
You get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery of milk.
That's all you need.
Cheers.
Oh, I want cheers. Oh, he's so funny. The
mystery of milk.
Yeah, we just delete that there. That's good.
This is the history and the mystery of YouTube, right?
You get a little bit of a refresher on the history
and the mystery. All right, pull you back.
The history and the mystery of
you get a little bit of...
Can I scoot you to such a place of this?
Right.
You get a little...
Right.
And then we ease in.
Right.
You get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery of milk.
There's so many stories. There's so many stories. There's so many stories, though. Like, that might be one of the more extreme ones, and certainly one of the ones I'm more passionate about is, like, because
Is this fine? It's the rules on YouTube are super weird. Like, I don't know if this is okay at all. But I feel like it probably is. Generally, if you're using something... Oh, if you're critiquing something, if you're using it in a new way, like, there's all kinds of these weird rules that, like, make you okay to do things, which is kind of wild. Parody, I think? Yeah, something like that. I think so. Because you see it all the time, but it always feels like... I never think about it. You never think about it. You see a clip from a TV show, like The Office or something, randomly in a spot, and you're just like, oh, you know, that's probably fine. But it's like, why is it fine? I mean, like, I don't mind when people use my stuff. And people have used my stuff, actually. Devs have used my stuff to advertise their own work without attribution or anything. And it's a little weird. Usually they'll put like Deadeye somewhere up there. Technically, like I could, I guess, do something, but like it doesn't feel like it makes a whole lot of sense to, because it does feel like you probably are allowed to do that. But at the same time, then you also know that there's people who do like full critiques of somebody, and that person gets copyright struck, and then it's like, and the whole internet usually bands together against that. But it does happen. It always seems weird. I wouldn't expect like something like this. I feel is pretty clean. Pretty fine. But.
Happened here on YouTube, right? This is the history and the mystery of YouTube, right?
You get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery of milk.
There's so many stories, though. Like
that feels good. That feels good. Feels like good timing. All right, and then that's our 10 division. We need 4510. 4510 division. All right. Let's see.
Minecraft Monday. Like years later, we see Minecraft Monday. People ask about Basher still because it's such like a demented situation. And Keemstar tells them, "Well, I invited him to the first one, and he said he would go, and he didn't go."
Over here.
For Basher to be in a position to be
over here.
Something happened.
Over here.
Like that really twisted my opinion of him a lot. In all fairness, the thing people think of more when it comes to Keemstar is like the old man who he accused of being a pedophile with not being a pedophile, and then like ruining his life.
What was that? Where can I find that? Keemstar. Ah! Okay, Keemstar. Keemstar, old man. I think Moist Critical would work here. Was it Scarce that talked about it? No, it was this guy. Yeah, it was Moist Critical talked about it some. Scarce might have talked about it first. Oh, maybe actually a long... Was this a different guy?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here, and today I have a new video, and this one actually gets me really depressed, man. This thing is a super sad video, so if any of you guys don't want to get fucking sad by the end, you don't have to...
What's it about? What's it about? Did mean so much to me. You're right about everything you said. I'm just an old man trying to play games with friends, enjoy streaming on Twitch. What did he do? Playing RuneScape, streaming it, and he's such a sweet man. Keep starting my apologies can fix this. What did he do? Did he accuse... Was this a different guy he accused? Or was this the same guy? Tony is the coolest person in the world. Let's see. Okay. Guy just run, actually stood his ground. Otherwise, old man. Let's see. What did he accuse him of? Saying horrible things about the Keemstar guy, and 24 hours ago people were saying horrible things about me, and it's not nice. No one should go through this. Yeah. If I remember right, everyone kind of banded together around this person. I remember that. But this is odd. That this is 8 years ago. How is this 8 years ago if Penguin Zero, whatever, if Moist Critical is talking about it a year ago?
To watch it, uploaded a video to Dromlord, and it was called RuneScape Sex Offender Returns, and it actually shows in the thumbnail, a picture of a guy that is, old with glasses.
Stay safe. All good. Oh, have fun in the pool. Or, yeah, pool, right? Yeah. Or go poof. Either way, well, have fun, relaxing, hopefully.
And
or sleeping.
Talks about how there was this RuneScape guy who had sex with a teen.
Yeah. Why is the image... Oh, it's because picture in picture. There we go. Okay. So it's a different guy. I remember this whole thing. But is this a whole different time he did it also?
Today we're talking
a year
about
ago?
a serious topic
that
I'm
really
shocked
strange.
hasn't become a bigger story. Right now, the only YouTuber that's covered it is Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar. Shout out to Mudahar. He's a sweet, special little angel. Video on this whole thing because he goes very in depth going through the actual court documents as well as the newspaper clippings that the community has all put together. I'm just going to be giving you like a general breakdown of this whole situation. It's fucking rough.
Wait.
Around 1977.
This isn't the same guy, is it? No, this is a different guy. Okay, gotcha. I was like, how is it possible that we have two different guys? No, this isn't the one with Keemstar. This is a different guy. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Can I sort by new and make sure that this sound like crimes against rain? Let's see. Big mineral. Okay, what's going on here? So 35 years. It's not life, but these videos make it seem like he's free since 1980. Sure. Okay, so it was definitely this other guy. So maybe Moist Critical never did a video on it. Maybe that's why. Then we're gonna go here. We're gonna go
man,
here.
this thing is a super sad video, so if any of you guys don't want to get fucking sad by the end,
Let's
it's just
see.
filled with people telling him to kill himself. It has a lot of fun. There's so many people now that think he's actually a pedophile, and his entire life's basically ruined. And what is horrible about that is that there's real pedophiles out there, doing horrible things
Yeah.
for it. And that's probably one of the worst things about.
Where's
I'll
where you
link his
say
stuff in the description, maybe, if you guys want to help him out. Then think about this dude who, like, the main thing that he does right now, the main thing that makes him happy is streaming on Twitch, playing with his friends while people watch him, and while other people go in the chat and tell him have a great day and stuff. And it's like, imagine ruining that for like an old man like that. Like, that shit just seems such a fucking horrible thing to do. So that's one of the main reasons why I made this video, is just because I thought of that analogy and I was like, holy shit, like, that is fucking horrible. So hopefully you guys are able to follow him. Hopefully you guys are able to check. The thing that makes him happy is streaming, who is absolutely amazing, like a great guy. One of the things he loves, there's still gonna be people out there that are always going to think that this dude's a pedophile, and they're always gonna go to his Twitch and like make fun of him and shit. And like, oh my god, and the one thing that like really caught my eye, and this is what one of my friends told me, is that this is the one thing that got me really fucking sad, and that's because one of my friends told me to think about it this way. Think about like a father, just watching like an old man like that, who obviously the only thing he likes is playing video games and streaming them and having people.
I'm 52.
And he was in there, and people were telling him to kill himself.
Let's see.
Depressed right now. So he made a past broadcast, and he was in the streams on Twitch, and that's like the one outlet that every one of his broadcasts, if you watch his past Twitch chat, was just filled with people telling him to kill himself, filled with people telling him, you shouldn't live on this earth, on Twitch for a while too. So I don't know why they just reported on it today. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's had a fucking history. He's been streaming on it for a while. He's been really grinding out, really trying to get subscribers, really trying to get followers. You can tell he tries really hard on his Twitch channel. And then this video comes out, and this drama comes out, and this dude was getting a lot of shit. Like, he was just so sad. Like, you could tell this dude was just beyond sad because he started streaming tonight, and like his Twitch chat was just filled with people telling him to kill himself, filled with people telling him,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It sucks because I want him to just talk about specifically the thing, but he's bouncing around a lot. Let's see, how is it? Jeez. So much to me. You're right about everything. Let's see. Let's say strong. Twitch awesome. Sure.
on Twitch, and I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in the fucking article and stuff, but it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. If you actually
There. That's it. Okay. Okay, lower this down in speed to normal, and then we'll go here.
And he got out of jail, and then he started streaming on Twitch, and I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy
Okay, and then we're gonna do clip.
in the fucking article. I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in the fucking article and stuff. But it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. If you actually look at the crime report, you can see that the guy who actually did commit the crime report, you can I guess that's because the crime report, you can I guess that's because you can see, I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in the fucking article and stuff, but it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. If you actually look at the crime report, you can see, I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in the fucking article and stuff. Guy in the fucking article and stuff, but it wasn't him.
Pause. Here. Paste. Okay, extra videos. This is going to be kinda looks like him. Okay. Delete that. Add this. Download. Okay. Okay. Just want to look at. Still hasn't uploaded. I want to see more. All right. Toad Knight. Okay, are we downloading? How's it coming along? Finished. Nice. Okay. Pull up this one. Okay. And I think, okay, wait, here. Refresh. Kind of looks like him. Here. Delete this one. Pull this one in.
Keemstar is like the old man who he accused of being a pedophile, who ended up not being a pedophile, and then like ruining his life. Because he just kind of looked like somebody Keemstar saw who looked like a similar guy. Like they're...
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Keemstar is pretty horrible. Bad look there for sure. Okay, put you here.
A pedophile, and then like ruining his life.
I guess that's because I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in the fucking article and stuff. In the fucking article and an article and stuff. Looks like the guy in an article and stuff, but it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. If you actually look at the crime report, you can see it wasn't him at all. But it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. If you actually look at the if you actually look at
There.
I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in an article and stuff, but it wasn't him. If you actually look at the crime report, you can see.
Okay, just go here.
I guess.
And then you and you should split. And then you and you. Can I right click? Can I get both of these and then right click them and then do insert clips, paste, insert? Did that work? What was that? I don't know what happened here. Oh, I inserted that. Okay, Control Z. No, I want some spacing to exist here without. How do I? C, Control V, Control Z, Control Shift V.
That's because.
How did that work? Control Z, Control Shift V. Okay.
Because he just kind of.
That's because.
Okay. Jeez, come on. Let me go back. There we go. All right. Let's do move both these over here. Click. And then unmute, unmute, unhide. Click, and then shift click, Control C, Control Shift V, backspace, and then we can pull these in. That's how I can do this. Shift, grab them, pull them to here, and then X out of this.
Because he just kind of pedophile, went out not being a pedophile, and then like ruining his life.
I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy.
Like ruining his life. Being a pedophile and then like ruining his life.
I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in an article and stuff, but it wasn't him.
Because he just kind of looked like some.
An art. In an article and stuff, but it wasn't him.
Because he just kind of looked like somebody Keemstar saw who looked like a similar guy. Like they're both old, I guess. So
I honestly want to. I feel like that's what I'm saying is kind of harder to believe than what he's saying. But what he's saying backs up what I'm saying. I feel like
they're both old, I guess.
And then we just cut here instead, and then drag this part back to there. Grab these parts and pull them into here.
Old man who he accused of being a pedophile, who ended up not being a pedophile, and then like ruining his life because he just kind of looked like somebody Keemstar saw who looked like a similar guy. Like they're both old, I guess.
I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in an article and stuff, but it wasn't him.
So Keemstar ruins this like old like YouTuber guy's life over it, or tries to. But like that guy, it was just one. And everyone's on his side. Like. So for like a day or two, you like massively harm this guy's future and so on, and everybody talks about that, but Basher just gets old like YouTuber guy's life over it, or tries to. But like that guy, it was just one.
So then I should delete all this.
And everyone's on his side. Like, so for like a day or two, so guy's life over it, or tries to. So for like a day or two, you like massively harm this guy's future and so on, and everybody talks about that, but Basher just gets pushed to the wayside, forgotten. Again, I'm not saying Basher is like this great person, And I also don't necessarily think Basher should be in a position of power or control. I think Basher is, I think he needed help back then, and he probably will for the rest of his life. But that doesn't a great person. And I also don't necessarily think Basher should be in a position of power or control. But that doesn't excuse it. That doesn't excuse it. It's so bad what Keemstar did there. So that's your Basher story. Holy cow. But yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. This is crazy stuff. And it happened
Okay, here on YouTube. Okay.
here on YouTube, right? This is the history and the mystery of YouTube, right?
You get a little bit of a refresher on the history and the mystery of milk.
There's so many stories, though. Like, that...
Okay. Keemstar invited Basher. Yep, so that's at 44:40. How are we looking at time? We're good. 44:40.
Well, first one, and he said he would go, and he didn't go. It's like, of course he didn't go. You ruined his life. Like, and Keemstar tells them, well, I invited him to the first one, and he said he would go, and he didn't go. It's like, of course he didn't go. You ruined his life.
Keemstar. Basher didn't go. Minecraft Monday. Rise, Fall, and End of Minecraft Monday. What is this?
Video that he uploaded today, completely lying, saying that he quit Minecraft Monday because he doesn't like me, which is not true. He was kicked because he couldn't find a teammate, and then an hour...
Interesting.
With Minecraft Monday being such a huge talking point in the Minecraft community, there have been a ton of YouTubers and streamers who've attempted to get in on the action. Even if you only get to play once, it's quite the experience. Today, we're going to be talking about a pretty interesting case, the case of Basherverse. Keemstar really won. The channel caught the attention of huge Minecraft YouTubers of the time, and as a result, he did a lot of collaborations with them. Basher went into a breakdown and blamed him for his declining mental health. As the whole controversy progressed, Keemstar went onto Basher's side, trying to paint—
Hold up. Okay. This framing... okay. I gotta go back and see what he's actually saying here.
been supposed to, but he never got the chance. If you don't know who Basherverse is, he was a quickly rising YouTuber in 2013. His rise began with his hit series, Legend of Hobo. His channel caught the attention of huge Minecraft YouTubers of the time, and as a result, he did a lot of collaborations with them. Basher
Sky
started
first
getting
and
into
foremost,
some
right?
drama when he was accused of being a pedophile. The drama was very complicated, and this short video will not do Basher a justice in the slightest.
Okay.
Keemstar covered as much of the controversy as possible, initially taking on a more anti-Basher tone. Basher went into a breakdown and blamed him for his declining mental health.
That's like a tough way to frame it, because it's not that he blamed for his declining mental health, like just purely that. It's that Keemstar claimed a lot of things that weren't accurate without any evidence, or without enough evidence to claim them. So Keemstar was very, I don't know, you'd say like trigger happy with making claims about Basher and whether or not he did or didn't do one thing or another, and like exactly what was done or whatever. Like he went from like Basher was with a whatever, Basher with whatever, Basher's like whatever with kids and so on, right? He did a lot of that for like several videos in a row, and like that happened. That the effect of that with his massive audience was to get a really widespread kind of hatred for Basher going. And so claiming that Basher blamed Keemstar for his declining mental health, I think is sort of an understatement of what Keemstar did and of what Basher's accusing him of doing. Basher's not blaming Keemstar for his declining mental health purely. He's blaming Keemstar for destroying his life and future. And what Keemstar did would, like now in a modern day, when we talk about what Keemstar did to that old guy, where for a day that guy was in like jeopardy, we would say like Keemstar nearly like ruined or destroyed that person's life and career. That's how we would explain that. But Basher back then faced things like that thing that happened to that old guy is small, you know, is like a small little bit compared to what happened to Basher. What happened to Basher was massive, was dramatic, and was internet wide. It was a whole different ball game in Basher's time, and to talk about it now and say like he blamed him for his declining mental health is just disingenuous. I think this guy probably does actually have a pretty good understanding of what happened there, and probably doesn't intend on showing it that way, but that's kind of how it comes across. Is like he sort of is downplaying the severity of what Keemstar was doing, considering, like,
as the whole controversy progressed, Keemstar went on to Basher's side, trying to paint him as a victim of a gold-digging girlfriend. In short, there was this huge drama, and in the end, Basher...
Which is also, like, we gotta be aware that Keemstar then switching it up and saying, okay, maybe Basher's not so bad, and actually his girlfriend is this or that way, is like... The problem wasn't Basher's girlfriend, the problem was Keemstar spreading, like, false information everywhere online, and then coming around and saying, "Oh, I'm on your side, Basher. I'm on your side." You know, it's like, okay, come on. That's just like not an honest framing of what happened there at all. Okay,
despite how the controversy first grew, eventually Basher disappeared off the face of the internet and wasn't heard from for a long time. In June of 2019,
is my feeling anyway. Okay, maybe I'm forgetting exactly the framing, like exactly how it happened. I have pretty vivid memory of like what happened there, I feel, but it's possible. I do remember there was a lot of drama with Basher and his girlfriend, and there was a lot of framing of her as being like a gold digger or whatever on Keemstar's part. The thing is, like, Keemstar's just looking for some lowbrow way to attack people and gain popularity. None of this had to do with Keemstar actually trying to defend Basher or attack Basher. He just wanted to profit off of Basher and his situation. He didn't care if he destroyed Basher's life. Is my memory of it, and that feels like how it happened.
19, Keemstar announced the creation of a new tournament, Minecraft Monday. It would feature huge YouTubers all together in one place for a cash prize. Right after Keem began working on Minecraft Monday, he tried reaching out to people he thought would be interested. Among those people was Basher. No one had any idea where he could even possibly be. To find him, Keem posted a tweet that reads, "Trying to find this guy for Minecraft Monday. Has anyone seen him?"
Boy.
Then he joked, "Only 90s kids will know who this is." There were a lot of mixed opinions about him, and ultimately, nothing came from him.
Oh boy. Jeez. Okay. Well,
from the tweet.
And you can tell from Keemstar's own community that that's exactly how that would go. Keemstar never fostered the idea that Basher, like, he profited like so heavily off of Basher in these ways. And I would imagine, like, even if you have later on things where you're saying, well, it's not exactly how it happened, revision doesn't take away the bigger story. Once you've made the story on somebody, the damage is kind of done. It can maybe help, and it's good if he tried to do what he could. Not that he did, and I'm not claiming that Keemstar tried to do what he could, but if we want to frame it as if he did, like, that's still not absolving, but it's a lot better, and you could say, like, it doesn't absolve him of having done something wrong, but it also is like, what more can you ask of somebody once they've done the wrong thing? You know, yeah. This is kind of the same thing as like a lot of political people, whatever. There's like a whole host of people that jump with stories without actually having the information. But this is so... Oh, yeah, okay.
Like Basher would continue to be away from the internet for God knows how long, and as a result, would never participate in Minecraft Monday. Then, in September, he suddenly came back, this time under the name of Toasty. On Tuesday, September 17th, Basher tweeted out, "Hey you guys, Twitch or Mixer, I missed you all. Yes, this is a real Basher. I hope there are still a lot of you out there, because I'd love to chillax and game on with you all. I will be streaming very soon." It didn't take long for Keemstar to find out and ask him if he wanted to join Minecraft Monday. That same day, out of nowhere, Keemstar tweeted out, "Basher joins us next Monday in Minecraft Monday." Not a troll. This came as a shock to everyone who remembered him, because by this point, word hadn't even spread about Basherverse's return. This was a huge deal. The same day he came back to the internet after years of silence, he was invited to a Keemstar Minecraft tournament. 2 days later, Keemstar tweeted, "Need a teammate for Basher this Monday in Minecraft Monday." Not only that, but in that day's drama alert, he included news about Basher. Here's what he had to say.
"Here's a name that you haven't heard of in 3 years. In fact, some of you don't even know who this is, and many of you are going to be like, what, really? That's right, there has been a return of a YouTuber, a very controversial YouTuber, and we're talking about Basherverse. For those of you that don't know, Basherverse was under all different types of scandals for underage girls. I mean, the list goes on and on. Him having this freak out moment. His ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, this guy, I hate Keemstar, dude. This guy's the worst. This guy's a bane on the internet. So, like, he's under all these scandals because you spread a bunch of false information. He had a freak out because you spread a bunch of false information and put him under a bunch of scandals. And then his girlfriend does, content or whatever on the internet. Like, really? These are the scandals he's under? Like, what? What kind? Like, I mean, of course, I can understand the last one that Keemstar comes from a certain community with a certain set of beliefs and values or whatever. But for the first two, and also, but still, it's like, what you're under a scandal. I guess though, iDubbbz's biggest scandal was that he was dating somebody who made content or whatever. Like, really though? Like, it's so stupid. I think the first two are kind of more, frustrating really, because Keemstar's the one that caused both of those things. So this guy, classic, Minecrafter with a terrible past kind of way of looking at this, or a way of communicating it, when actually you fabricated that.
The storyline is so deep. The lore is so
it's
deep.
so
I
deep.
won't bother you.
It's genuinely, it's just so complicated. We couldn't possibly talk about,
with all of it, but he has been missing for 3 years and now has returned. Now, I did tune into his stream, and there wasn't a face cam, but it was Basher. I could recognize his voice. I did reach out to Basher, and I asked him if he would want to participate in Minecraft Monday this Monday, and he says he's playing. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Now, also, I just want to say there's a lot of people that are saying Basher is 100% innocent. Basher is 100% guilty.
I wouldn't go
Basher's
with that.
definitely guilty of some things, and he's definitely innocent of others.
It's a rough. The rough part of it is, like, what he's guilty of is not, like, the thing that we're saying he's guilty of is the thing that we should be concerned about, or like whatever. The thing that he claimed Basher was guilty of is the thing that actually matters. The rest of it is like, who cares, comparatively speaking? Like, maybe like, to be fair as well, though, like, modern world, whatever, like, Wilbur, it sucks because, like, I have a very mixed opinion on, like, the Wilbur Soot situation, for example, where Wilbur's canceled and kind of lost his career because of biting, Like, it's like, okay, I mean, in relationships, but, like, not always consensually, I guess, is the idea. And it's more complicated than that slightly, but it's not that much more complicated than that. Whereas, like, with Basher, what he's being accused of is a lot more severe and serious. I don't actually know, like, with Wilbur, the problems with Wilbur are more so that he's not, like, fessing up and just saying, like, yeah, I'll do something about it. Because, like, genuinely, that's literally all that he would have had to have done. Because, like, who cares? I'm sorry. Like, comparatively, and it's tough because, like, you can't, it's like a whataboutism, right? That's what they say, is like, you're saying, well, what about this person did this thing, But, like, people have got, I mean, it's so much different. It's like, bad practices within relationships versus, like, assault are like there's a very big difference, I think, where Wilbur probably could have just, George, it was a different situation. I don't know. It's odd. We live in a weird situation now. We've always kind of said that, though, is like, people say, like, the next generation is going to behave this way, and then everyone's sort of going to be like, oh, well, this or that. Like, everyone's going to have an opinion based on how things used to be handled, that, okay, this is ridiculous to even be a problem. It is a problem, right? Like, there's an important conversation around what you should and shouldn't do in relationships that can exist there, but it is I don't know, I feel iffy on the whole Wilbur thing. It's not strong enough, I guess, of like a thing where normally you'd be able to just say, like, yeah, that guy sucks,
The gray area.
I mean, like, you can, but not in the same way.
So anybody saying that he's 100% either way, you're just wrong.
However, that week's Minecraft Monday was cancelled. Keemstar tweeted, due to TwitchCon and other events, so many of our pro Minecraft esport gaming athlete streamers that normally play in Minecraft Monday have to skip this week. We made a decision to take this week off and will return the following Monday. The day after that was announced, Basher posted a Minecraft Monday related tweet saying, I returned to Minecraft with Minecraft Monday practice. The next week, Minecraft Monday was cancelled again, because as it turned out, TwitchCon was actually that week and not the one before. It took until October 7th for Minecraft Monday to even return. When the time came, Basherverse wasn't even seen. He never got another chance to play. Because the event was destroyed by a hacker, Keemstar got frustrated with the developer, and the whole thing was put to an end. It was only recently, when Minecraft Monday's return was announced. There's been a lot of discussion about who might join, and based on Keemstar's insistence on inviting Basher, it really wouldn't be a surprise if we ever see him in at least 1 week. So what do you think? Do you think Basher deserved to play in Minecraft Monday? What are your thoughts
this
about
doesn't
hearing
have, like, an
Basher
actual-
return? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that for this video goes to the one and only, your evil toenail. Join. I also have a second channel besides all of that.
You didn't
Be
even
sure
go
to check
into
out
it properly. Rise, Fall, and End of Minecraft Monday. That's 4 years ago. That's 4 years ago. A6D continues in Minecraft Monday returning. I'd imagine it's this guy talking about it. Especially this is the guy that talks about every Minecraft Monday related
with
thing.
Minecraft Monday.
Minecraft Monday. Okay, let's see. All right, okay, you're not still talking about it. Minecraft's history of face reveal, speedrunning, Minecraft Monday. Minecraft Monday. I could have sworn there was a video of Keemstar complaining about Basher not showing up. There was a thing, or... Oh. Minecraft Monday in trouble because of... Okay. Tried to be Minecraft Monday, stories there unsuccessful. Okay, can I... How about you? How about you?
Pretty much known throughout the entire Minecraft community. That is to say that Minecraft Monday is an important
Okay, Basher. Here we go.
Blah. Also in the news, here's a name that you haven't heard of in 3 years. In fact, which is now called Toasty Time. Hey, you... Now also...
Now, here's the thing. That week, Minecraft Monday was cancelled because of TwitchCon. And by because of TwitchCon, I mean Keemstar thought TwitchCon was on that week, but then realized it was the next week.
Sure.
So they ended up canceling Minecraft Monday 2 weeks in a row. And then when they actually did have Minecraft Monday, it just got hacked, and they just started this long hiatus. And that leads us to today. When they actually did have Minecraft Monday, Basherverse, now known as Toasty, was not in the event. It's possible that he was only invited for that week.
I could have
And
sworn...
when they cancelled it, that also cancelled the plans. Is the fact that the host is Keemstar. If you don't know what that means, basically what happened is that years ago, Basherverse got into a lot of controversy, and Keemstar was the main person fueling all of it. Keemstar kept making videos about Basherverse to the point where he broke down. Essentially, Basherverse did not really like Keemstar. So the fact that Basherverse said that he was going to play Minecraft Monday is really symbolic. It really would have been interesting to see Basher play.
This is actually a much more, I think, accurate framing of the situation. Even though it's simpler, right? It's a very simplistic way of looking at it. This is a lot more accurate because he's talking about, like, we're saying it's simple, but we're also saying, like, yeah, this happened, they're mad at each other, or he's mad at him, it would make sense to be mad at him, but this would be symbolically important. Yeah, true.
In Minecraft Monday, since he was one of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers a while ago, and he was even my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. I even have some videos from back then, but there's only been one dead-end story is. If you hated it, don't forget to leave a dislike. Please follow me on Twitter at Zyph.
Okay. Let's see. Huh, yeah. Nothing really here about Minecraft Monday relating to Basher. Nothing. I could have sworn there was a clip, though, that I saw at some point about Minecraft Monday where Basher doesn't go because... Minecraft Monday, Basher. Or where Keemstar complains that Basher doesn't go. I could have sworn that was a thing. Maybe I'm just making it up, or maybe I saw it somewhere, but I don't know. Usually with these different clips, because I've seen so much, usually I just kind of find them. I just have to look for a little bit. But at this point, I don't know. Makes me doubt all of my things. Not really. I generally feel I have a good understanding of it, and that's not substantively different, I don't think. Except, well, it kind of is, though, because Keemstar's, instead of saying, like, why won't he go on, and then it being like, well, duh, why it won't go on, it's more like Keemstar invited him on, and then it got canceled, and then he didn't re-invite him on, which is a different situation. Now, the person that's pondering there about it is saying, well, maybe it's because like he has some resentment towards him. But even then, he's saying no, it would have been symbolic if he had gone on, because it would have said like the resentment's gone. But I think even accepting to go on is kind of saying the resentment's gone. You know.
Keemstar. Well, what Keemstar tells his fans is that he invited Basher to the first Minecraft Monday. Like years later, when he's doing Minecraft Monday, people ask about Basher still because this was such like a demented situation. And Keemstar tells them, well, I invited him to the first one, and he said he would go, and he didn't go. It's like, of course he didn't go. You ruined his life. Like, this guy, like, he's so mentally screwed up. It's a whole situation that's such a mess. It probably isn't good for Basher to be in the position to be influential to so many people at that scale.
So maybe I just take this part out, because I don't want it to be, like, not accurate.
And kind of understandably, because he was in his room for, like, a decade. Like, it's crazy. When all this stuff came out, it was actually crazy. After ruining his life, basically. He didn't go. You ruined his life. It's a whole situation.
Okay. Cut here. Move back here and listen.
Now he's actually found happiness, success, a girlfriend who broke up with him over it. He lost everything. All of his friends, like a lot of his fans, received an unbelievable amount of hate, death threats, and so on. Obviously, of course he would have. And at the center of it is Keemstar making a series of videos where he talked about Basher being a predator. It's just another Minecrafter, right? And really cashes in on this concept. After ruining Basher versus life, and thankfully not literally getting him killed, but it wouldn't have been surprising. I gotta be honest, like Basher versus Headspace at that point, I remember like, because he did a few different streams after this that were deranged. Basherverse was losing his mind. And kind of understandably, because he was in his room for like a decade. Like, it's crazy. When all this stuff came out, it was actually crazy. It's a whole situation that's such a mess. It probably isn't good for Basher to be in the position to be influential to so many people at that scale, because inevitably something would have happened. Something bad would have happened, probably no matter what, because he needs, like, therapy and help. Like, he needs to, you know, that's probably all true, and that's fine. But, oh, man, I hated Keemstar after that. Like, that really twisted my opinion of him a lot. In all fairness, the thing that people think of more when it comes to Keemstar is like the old man who he accused of being a pedophile, who ended up not being a pedophile, and then like ruining his life because he just kind of looked like somebody Keemstar saw who looked like a similar guy. Like, they're both old, I guess.
I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in the article and stuff.
I feel like I gotta reduce the volume on these a little tiny little bit. Audio, bring this down a little bit.
They're both old, I guess.
I guess that's because he kind of looks like the guy in the article and stuff, but it wasn't him.
So Keemstar ruins this like old like
yeah,
YouTuber.
That flows pretty well. I wonder if I'll come back through and get even more like clips in, or what I'm gonna do once I get through this. So we're gonna keep wheeling it back, keep working on it step by step. But there will come a point where we'll have all of it done. We'll probably rewatch all of it, I guess, and then we'll see if we can add even more to it. I don't know. Or will this be fine? Because the thing is, like, there are spots where I have a lot of clips and spots where I don't really have clips, especially towards the end there, because I didn't know how to get clips at the beginning. Excuse me. So, yeah, but I think, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as we go along. Where am I at now with this? So we just did Basher never leaves the house. Ooh. Basher never leaves the house, which is 41 minutes. Okay, 41 minutes. It's going to be nice when we get through the Basher stuff, because then we're going to get into the Schlatt stuff. Schlatt is going to be fun.
Anger management issues, and so he's very, like, he doesn't reach out and talk to people at all. And I didn't know how old he was now, by the way. No, he starts talking to this girl, or this girl really starts talking to him. He got put in a class for people who are, like, delinquents, right? He got put in a delinquent class. And so it's with other people of varying ages, right? He starts talking to this girl, or this girl really starts talking to him. He's a very shy person. He has, like, kind of anger management issues, and so he's very, like, he doesn't reach out and talk to people at all. And I didn't know how old he was now, by the way. No one did. No one knew how old Basher was. Yes, new high score, right in the middle of my... Yes. Girl starts talking to Basher, whatever. They chat back and forth. Girl gives Basher her number. Okay. Basher being a delinquent and their daughter being a delinquent, the parents of this girl hire a PI who notes down, like, who basically follows and monitors and whatever. And once he has enough, he takes this. And basically what they tell Basher, so he gets taken to court over this, where they tell him, you'll either be going to prison over this, or, like, not prison, but, like, juvie. You'll spend... They initially say you're going to spend 2 years in juvie, and we're going to put you on a sexual predators list, right? And Basher is terrified, doesn't know what's going to happen. His family is pissed off at him. Obviously, this girl's family is very angry, and the girl's not talking to him because she can't, whatever. And so this is kind of his position. And then, thankfully, They tell him, okay, plead guilty to it, whatever. You won't get put in juvie for this amount of time, but you will be put on a sexual predators list. And as you probably know, you don't get off those. And so this is where he ends up. What happens after this, though, this is where the story gets kind of crazy, is that Basher locks himself inside his house, literally, like his mom's house. He lives with his mom, never leaves his room, becomes afraid to leave the door. She feeds him for the next 10 plus years. He's in his 30s. He's in his 30s now. And he hasn't left his room in like over a decade. So that's Basher's story.
Okay. So we had to find a clip for that. This is where I need to find a clip for it. 42:19. So I'm a little bit off on my number here. 42:19. Which is probably going to come from this Basher's stream thing. Basher stream. Basher stream. Okay, this one.
Hey guys, it's me.
Okay. All I want from this is an explanation, but I'm pretty sure what it's going to be is a breakdown. So what I want is an explanation. Stream didn't leave house. Yeah. This is an area that I want to be not looking into too deeply. Gosh dang, this area sucks. Ah, boy. Okay. Is it in here? It might actually be in here. Gosh dang it. Okay. This is brutal.
I'm...
Okay, wait.
Guys, like, all my videos are like, damn to you guys and stuff, and I'm not.
Okay, wait. Okay. I don't know if it's in here. Okay, hold on. Let's do closed captioning. Okay. Nope. Okay. Where? Closed captioning, you're useless. Okay. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Constantly. Leave my room. Wait, here. For years. This is the worst spot for this. I might honestly not put this in. It's just too rough.
And shit! I just wanted to leave!
No.
My fuck!
We gotta leave that in. We're gonna leave that out. It's too brutal. Okay.
For the next 10 plus years. He's in his 30s. He's in his 30s now. And he hasn't left his room in like over a decade. So that's Basher's story. That's why Basher played RuneScape like crazy, ended up becoming whatever on there. And if he had explained this, he might...
Okay. Yeah, we're not putting that in. And I think I even put no clip in here because I don't think that one will work. Basher's stream, I could take the thumbnail though for it and use that for 4010. Okay. 40 here.
We all kind of believe that's what happened, most likely. And finally, Basher, after kind of responding with like, this isn't what happened, I'll explain what happened, but this isn't what happened, and it's also very personal, eventually he goes on this horrible thing happens with Basher. So he goes on a tirade. He starts live streaming.
Okay, yeah, we can take this. All right, save image as. We'll do bash stream. Okay. And videos. Now, Driftforce, 2D assets, bash stream, pull this in. Bash stream, go into here.
Thing happens with Basher. So he goes on a tirade. He starts live streaming. He goes on a tirade. He starts live streaming. He starts live streaming.
Move it over. Move it up. Honestly, no. We'll put it in the bottom left. That's where we're intending to put these. Even actually, we should do back. Just do this part. It's so brutal. Okay, grab this part and then put it just straight in. That might work. Delete. Nope. Delete. Nope. Backspace. Okay, there. Pictures, screenshots, This one. To here. No, that's not correct. Shift S. This one. Okay. Backspace. Remove. Here. Bottom left.
He goes on a tirade. He starts live streaming. Terrible idea. Tirade. He starts live streaming. Terrible tirade. He starts live streaming. Terrible idea. Terrible. Terrible idea. Terrible. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. He starts live streaming and has a breakdown on stream where he yells about Keemstar and he yells about whatever, and it's like, what's going? Okay, this guy's going crazy, but he's like it's.
Get that part done. Then what's next? We need Keem's vids 3945. So this we just need a screenshot.
They freak out. They yell at him. There's a whole like very public situation going on where Basher is a predator and we all hate him, right? So as the story continues to develop, Keemstar just keeps making content on it. I can't believe this. This is crazy, guys.
I wonder if he took them all down. Keemstar vids on Basher. I'm sure he would have taken him down. They would have done so much damage to reputation. Keemstar, Basherverse. Oh god, I can't even. The titles of these are too crazy. He kept them up. Holy. All right. Maybe just the ones that were more good for him. I think he probably would have taken down the ones.
What is up? No intro. I can't do the intro. It just feels stupid with the fucking intro. Earlier today, I was so proud of Drama Alert. I was so proud. People were giving me shit on Twitter, and I'm so proud of how successful my show is.
Is this about the old guy or Basher? It's about the old guy. Go screw yourself, dude. What the heck? This is about the old guy? Like, yeah, you should be ashamed, but like, what about Basher? What you did to Basher? Gosh dang it. Okay, well, I mean, yeah. Like, of course he should have apologized for that one, too. Okay. Wait. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Basher quits. Drama Alert life coach. Keemstar to rescue. God. It's so ugly. I remember these days. This would have been after it, too. This would have been after everything happened. This stuff was so insane.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. On the line, we have Basherverse, or Basher. Yesterday, we reported that his Twitter went black, his YouTube channel went black, and all of his videos have been deleted. Now, I also seen that there was problems between you and Clara. What exactly is going on, Basher?
Well, it's all related to one slimy motherfucker named Jobless Garrett.
Uh-huh. This guy he was so crazy going on. Fan of him would legit be sued, most likely found guilty, but sues declared bankrolls the motion, Basher would win, defamation maybe even more. Are we just saying to sue the other guy, or are we saying to sue Keemstar? I can't tell. Let's see. You don't believe this. Let's see. Nobody was suing old YouTube. It wouldn't have worked. Let's see. Let's see. Sky Basher all the game, made me laugh and entertain me so much. Why do people got to do things to each other? Yeah, true. It's going to Fox. Sure. Is everyone know my birthday or something? Let's see. Anything. I don't know if people are even really talking about it at that time, especially in his comments. Makes sense, I guess. DJ Keemstar versus Basher versus Fine. Yeah, it does remind me that Basher was also pretty wild. What about you? What do you got?
I never said.
Oh yeah. Skip this part. Brave intro. Okay. Hacker it front from Guatemala. Made Basher versus me. Mental notes from somewhere. Where am I going here?
Now that Minecraft...
Not you. I don't care about you. Minecraft Monday.
Here we go.
No.
Oh my god.
What are all these videos?
The water ends here.
It's open. Alright. I need to find... Let's see. Keemstar docs someone else. Keemstar, I didn't push him. What is this? Docs mean... It means to share someone's private information. Let's see. An excuse...
Harassment, doxing, hackers, and death threats, with the man in the center of it all who was completely unequipped emotionally to handle the pressure. Even all these years later, it's hard to understand the context of that video, but after hundreds of hours of research, today I will try my best. This is the Basherverse conspiracy.
Wow, what a great day to be picking flowers. Oh, speaking of, you're mine, little buddy. Let's see if we can't find any of your family members. Oh man,
does he have the set of videos
on the site? He rose to prominence trolling players on Xbox Live in the mid-2000s.
How old is this? 4 years ago? Were the videos still up at that time?
Settling down with his show Drama Alert, where he reports on various mistakes, feuds, or mere interactions of internet celebrities. Keem has certainly made his fair share of enemies over the years due to his abrasive personality. Yet that's why people tune in. Waker uploaded a video on her own channel in which she made a similar accusation towards Basher. A few months prior to this controversy, Brandon had posted a public link to his Snapchat on Twitter. Being a fan of his, she quickly added him and sent him a selfie. He then reportedly screenshotted it and asked for more, which she also provided evidence of. Later, Wind Waker liked a tweet from Basher, prompting him to follow her and immediately start messaging her on Twitter, asking if she was the same girl who had sent him.
Let's see. I want to see if this is I don't want to go down this rabbit hole yet, but this is interesting. Because there's going to be well, what is that though? That's not really an accusation. They're both adults. I don't know what you would even call that. I guess you could say because like an abuse of power, maybe. I don't even know if you'd call it that. If they're, I don't know.
He at least seemed to have made a complete 180, stating that his team had looked into the situation further and that he now believed Basher's story.
Basically, the Drama Alert team did more research into what happened with Basher 11 years ago, and we can now confirm that the ages were 18 and 15, not 20 and 13. I wanted to get Basher on here first to apologize. Drama Alert reports the truth. Right, we've never...
I hate this guy so much. He's because I don't know. Gosh dang, it's wild. So Keemstar back then had a habit of saying that he was like very real. It's left a strong impression on me that's never really been shaken as I've grown. So when I was younger, he would always sort of say like that he's the realist, he's so real, whatever, these sorts of things. Like he's just being real, he's just telling the truth, right? People who do those sorts of things, I think, are probably the least honest people in the world. Like that behavior is it's like a red flag or like a very like warning bell, major sign of like this person is trying to trick you or manipulate you in some type of a way. It might be the case even that people who say these sorts of things believe what they're saying, but it's a very dishonest way to behave, I think. Like, you by saying, like, I'm the realist, I'm so honest, like whatever. It's like saying you're, like, super humble, I guess, is kind of a similar concept. It's like you have this vision of yourself, but you also, like, it shouldn't be brave to speak the truth about, like when he comes out and says something that's profitable for him, that's like could show him in a bad, like that could be, I don't know, that's like very, like we start with Basher. It's like, well, I'm just saying the truth. You're not just saying the truth. You're like delving into someone else's personal information and doing your best to profit off of it, which could be valuable if you can pull out something on someone who's dangerous, but then it creates this, like, now you're being rewarded if you can find anything and run with it. And that's not like honesty, even though you might have found something. If you didn't do your due diligence and properly look through it, you're not being honest and truthful. You're being greedy, basically. You're profiting off of other people, and you could damage people, and he has damaged people. And so this whole, like, I'm just being honest, we're so truthful, I'm so real sort of behavior ends out with the result of a lot of mistruth, a lot of deceptive marketing, a lot of things that are like saying things that are wrong, that they aren't necessarily lies because you don't know if they're right or wrong, but you don't have the evidence to say that they're right, and you're saying it with conviction. There's something inherently dishonest there without actually like lying per se. And it's not good. It's not good. And so like these people who do that are just, they should, and they don't, because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, like he talks about being like super honest and truth being very important. Okay, so like now we know this, you know, that's the type of guy he is. He's telling you who he is. It's like, well, no, he's not telling you who he is. He's telling you who he wants you to think that he is, so you'll trust what he's saying. You shouldn't have to say that, well, yeah, I'm just being honest or I'm just telling the truth. It should be a given, unless you've shown yourself to be dishonest. And he has so many times, or it seems like he has, because he keeps being wrong on things and saying with conviction, that people don't trust him anymore, and so he has to reinforce it by saying, oh no, I'm just speaking the truth. That's a very ugly way to be. And you see that a lot. You see it a lot, and it's, yeah, ugh. And there could be people that hear it, and then they learn to respect it, and they start saying it too. But, and then you could say, like, maybe those people are actually honest people. Like, maybe. It's just hard to believe. It seems so common for people to be this way.
Reported that the victim was 13. All we've ever reported was that Sky Does Minecraft said the victim was 13, that the Zombie Unicorn said the victim was 13. And based on these people and their reputations, you know,
I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't be surprised if he capped it off by saying Basherverse at this age was with a person at this age. I wouldn't surprise me at all, but it's good for him to claim that because it does make him seem as if he's being careful. Also, is that careful though? Because you're magnifying or amplifying the words of other people that haven't shown evidence. So you should be saying Sky Does Minecraft is saying this, but has given no evidence for it, right? Like that's not, you can't just say they've said this and leave it. And like Sky Does Minecraft said that this thing happened and it's crazy, this is horrible. You know, it's like, okay, what about like Sky Does Minecraft said this thing happened and they have no evidence for it? And you could say like, we just have to believe. It's not even believe all victim. It's like believe all. Just believe all people whenever they say that someone was victimized, I guess. It's like, it's a big stretch. Like, why should we trust Sky Does Minecraft in these sorts of situations? And why was Sky saying that? That's even worse than what I thought Sky was trying to get away from this situation, not trying to amplify it. But
opinion was that you were lying. Now that we know that that's 100% truth, the first question I have for you is, how did this rumor start that the victim was 13?
Basher claimed that he had told the other YouTubers in the house his version of the story very early in his time with the group, but somewhere along the line someone had changed it to him raping a 13-year-old girl. As Basher told it, the story went that in the wake of the controversy, his fellow BAM Lounge members encouraged him to go back with his girlfriend Clara to his family home in Kentucky to sort things out mentally. Brandon claimed that his mother had some sort of job in the legal profession and would be able to help them out. But once the couple arrived there, the members of BAM Lounge began texting Clara privately.
Melting, my heart was like being destroyed. I started bawling. I started just like, what? Why are you leaving me? Why? Like, why don't you stay longer? What is making you leave me? And she would not look me in the eyes. She didn't shed a single tear.
Sure. So Okay, she was being, potentially manipulated is the argument there. Okay, but what am I actually looking for here? None of that's actually that useful to me. I was hoping you would have the set of videos that Keemstar made on it, but this is all after Keemstar did that. Unless we're saying, no, or maybe this is before the worst part of it, but no, this is after. Let's see. Keemstar was crazy during this time. He would just sit there and eat popcorn and let people argue about this situation that he kind of caused. Okay. It was pretty dramatic, though. Is there a... yeah, I don't think I'm going to find this set of videos, unfortunately. Okay. Because it doesn't look like... I know they got taken down, right? The earliest ones got taken down. Okay, fair enough. So that's going to be Keemstar's vid, so we're going to put an X by that. Basher kicked out, 39-35. This would be Bam House. This is a very public disaster. Basher, I don't even know what to put this in. Kicked out. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to be in here either. Nobody interview. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing this. Chris Chan. Jeez. Alright. We're going to say that one. We're not going to be able to find either. That doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that much. Maybe put a question mark there because maybe there's some way I can find it still. Jin/Basher. Where is this? This would be 39-25. Okay. Okay, what time is it? 51. Okay. 39-25.
Is this new? Whatever. Okay. Well, all that we know, all that Keemstar knows, is that Basher is on a list for people who've talked to minors, which is obviously not a good list to be on.
39-25.
We don't know where it's from. We don't really know the circumstances, but it was with like a 14-year-old. Yikes! Right? This is just Jinbop all over again. Another Minecraft YouTuber goes to the.
Oh, Jin Basher comparison. Yeah, I mean we can put that in, I guess, a comparison of the two of them. This is just, yeah, that might make sense. We need to get a Jinbot picture. Jinbot. Okay, images. We'll save one of these for use there. Jinbot, save, okay. What was this on the news? Basher, Keem on the news. Maybe, oh yeah, maybe Keemstar's intro, something I wanted. Basher, let's see. Gosh, okay. Jin Bop is the thing behind this, and then what's after Jin? We get into Tubbo and Technoblade a little bit. We get into Schlatt. Okay, gotcha. All right, I might cut this one here, might call it here. We've taken a look, we've done at least a little bit, we've got at least a little bit further in, and we're getting towards, yeah, the end of this series of things, with Basher being the focus. A little bit more Basher stuff, and then we move on into Keemstar Basher stuff a little bit. Ant Venom, oh yeah, this would be late into the Schlatt aspect of things, maybe. But, all right, I'm going to leave this one off here. Appreciate everyone coming around. Starlight, especially, I think, was here chatting for a little bit. But, all right, I'll see you guys in the next one. I will be taking tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll do a thumbnail stream. Back to thumbnail streams, which is going to be an important thing, because I do need to make some thumbnails, especially Empires of the Undergrowth, as well as... I'm not sure what's for the other one. Maybe Dungeons Anima I really do want to return to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. But, all right. Thanks for coming around. See you guys in the next one. Later. Bye now. See you. Bye.